Hello everybody, so today I would like to show you a really nice feature available since PHP 7.4 and it's the arrow function. So let's dig into this one right now. So what is the arrow function, you will ask me, and it's a really good question. Well, if you know already JavaScript ES6, it's a little bit similar nowadays. More and more programming languages offer the arrow function. Actually, you know what? I will maybe try to get internet from my phone and show it to you right now. It will even be easier. So first, let me create a new file, arrow function, and I will just check if I can have internet. In the meantime, oh yeah, that's me, beautiful. In the meantime, well, I can already go now. Let's open a browser and let's see what's an arrow function. And after we can directly go into our code. So arrow function, beautiful. I want Google. Oops, apparently my internet didn't work. Okay, now it should be fine. So let's see on Google. Beautiful. That's obviously we see always the example in JavaScript. I will just check if there is a Wikipedia page, a generic one about the arrow functions. Arrow, yeah, it's, oh, here, arrow functions. That's the one we want to. And then I will just also type PHP. So you can see on the doc here, they are explaining, the PHP documentation is really a good, PHP website is really good because the documentation is really well explained and they just say what's an arrow function. Now there's only one limitation, so it's a bit like a lambda or anonymous function if you are a bit familiar too. The limitation is because it's only for a single expression. So it means, oh, it doesn't say here. In the expression, oh, it's funny, it doesn't say in the doc, but it cannot have more than one expression. So that's the limitation. So meaning if you have different, you have like a condition or you have more than one expression, more than one line if you prefer, it won't work. The arrow function is not designed for that. Then you have to go to the normal function. Does it say, oh here, can only have one expression? It's obviously there. You see like here, there's a Stack Overflow. They ask if you can write multiple line expressions. And no, you can't, you won't be able to do more than one line. Yes, that's with PHP. And so arrow function can only have a single expression in the body of the function. So you can write over multiple lines without problems. So this is fine because the expression is only one expression. It's a ternary conditional operator. But if you have more than one expression, then you have to use the traditional anonymous function. And here, the website stitcher.io, I really like that website. It's, it says also no multi-line. So yeah, that's it. So now I believe it's time to go to our code and to do some coding. It will be just a little bit, don't worry, because there are not much to explain. But basically, as you can see, an arrow function is really simple. It's so const, yeah, here it's PHP, so still I will do a variable, my, or maybe greeting, and then it will be equals fn, and it won't have any parameters. Something I also wanted to say to you is that the arrow function you don't have before with the anonymous function, you had to use the use. With the arrow function, this is not, you don't have to anymore because the scope is not limited to the function, to only inside of the function. So you see an arrow function have the access to the variables in its parent scope automatically. It's the same as JavaScript if you are familiar. So we are also looking for arrow functions here on Wikipedia to see the different languages that support this. You see a lot do actually. And PHP also, that's anonymous function, and after since 7.4, it's also with the arrow function. I really like Elixir, and it does as well. Elixir is a nice language as well. So arrow function will be, well, maybe we'll have a parameter. It will be name, so name, and then we will just do print, or it can be echo, or maybe just return. I will just return. It will return a string, so return, and it will be hello, and then my name. And now I will, here I believe PHP Storm is just saying me our function, yeah, that is only available since PHP 7.4. You see, before that's the previous syntax. Anonymous function would be like this. But arrow function is with fn, so fn is now a reserved keyword. And then you will just have echo greeting. We can check that. So let's, well, we can start a server. So we'll just do PHP tag s 127.0.0.1 and port it will be 8080. I can go to the server. Perfect. And the name of the file is arrow-function.php. So let's go arrow-function.php. I just have obviously return again an arrow function. Sorry about this. Arrow function doesn't need return statement because it has only one expression. It doesn't even need it. You see, that's the anonymous function, and now what you do with this is just normally you will see it's only like this, and no return statement. It will return for you automatically. You see, even there it says, and fn is to declare a arrow function. And if you use type decorations available since PHP 7 and 7.1 for the void return type, you can also declare types, which we will do after. So let's test this first. I will refresh. Could not be converted in a string. I just have a little issue, and I think it's because our function syntax here converted. Oh no, it's because in my project in PHP Storm I should normally set up the PHP version. So the only problem we have is because it's hello and it's a string. So now I will show it to you because we have echo, and that's the issue here. So I'm just thinking what I will do here, because I haven't used too often arrow functions. So if you just want to return a string, it's not designed for that. Let's see. So fn, that's for the ID. Let's see, otherwise we can dig into PHP doc. Or here, yeah, no, that's different. fn, otherwise even a better idea. We can just do this. I think it's just because here what we return is not actually the function we expect. So let's just see in Stack Overflow. So reference to this. Oh yeah, that's a little bit different because here it's not exactly the same problem as ours. Is it our function? I will maybe switch to Google, so we'll use exclamation mark T. So .go knows that I want Google, and here I am. And let's see if it's more accurate. And I will just also go our function greeting, and let's see, and PHP obviously. I want PHP. What's our function? And again, maybe I might go directly, here. Let's go to W3 School to have a little look into it. You see that was before, and now the arrow function, oh, that's JS. Okay, thank you, but that's not really helpful. I will do php.net, and let's again have a look because it might not be the case. So here you see it does echo, and so that one is fine, and then it echo the function. Oh, maybe I think I know. It's because I don't call it properly. That's a good example for you. So we are nearly there, you see, and now if I do echo, let's see, you see it works. That's why. It's because I was just echoing the variable, and so it didn't know actually I'm calling the function itself and not the closure. So this works, as you can see. This is beautiful. It's the same as actually doing this, and then return, and then I do, it's exactly the same as that. Perfect. And so return is the same, so you can see, you see. However, with the arrow function, it's much nicer to just do arrow function, then I do arrow, and like this. That's so nice, so beautiful. And if I use the types, I can declare string here, and then what it will return? Well, it will return a string as well. And so now I can have a look. You see, it's beautiful. However, here, if I do a number, it will work because it will cast the type to a string. You see, it will still work, but it will cast the 22 into a string. So if I don't want that with PHP 7, you can use the strict types equals 1. So I will use declare. So I will show you in a second what's declare. So declare strict type. It will say to PHP, hey, I don't want you to cast the type. I want you to throw a fatal error if the type is not correct. So again, declare PHP. So the declare construct in PHP usually used to the type, so strict type, and we can directly go there. It will by default, you see PHP, so it will do casting, so strict type. It will just throw an error for the type. So to enable strict type, you have to do this, and then strict type. Then the output, obviously, you have a fatal error if it's not, if the type is not correct. So here, 22, PHP won't cast anymore. It will just throw an error. Oh, wait, I have here. Oh, yes. I think it's because I have something declare strict type. Oh, and I forgot the semicolon. Beautiful. You see here, it will say must be a string, and int, so integer, was given indeed Now, if I surround the number with quotes, so it will be a string, it works. So I always prefer in my case to enable three types. It has to be on the top of every single file, however. And yes, this is our function, you see, in PHP. I hope you enjoy this course. If you want to go further, you can learn much more. Also, we released a Udemy course. So my course, I just have a shortcut for the URL. So it's that one. I will just show it to you if it does interest you. And otherwise, you can always have a look on my GitHub as well. I always release a lot of different packages, open source packages. So that's my GitHub ph-7, and just have a look in there as well. And otherwise, yes, that's the course I was speaking to you about. Build a full user web app from scratch with vanilla PHP 8. And see you soon. Bye bye.